your eyes can't see. Soft and warm, she'll touch my face, a bed of straw against the lace. We believe we'd catch the rainbow, ride the wave to the sun, sail away on ships of wonder. But life's not a wheel with chains made of steel. So bless me, come the dawn, come the dawn, come the dawn, come the catch the rainbow, ride the wind to the sun, and sail away on ships of wonder. But life